I turned the button on. I was recording for the past 5 minutes and I forgot to record. I forgot to push the record button. Hey everybody, it is a Thursday, June 9th, and I'm drinking out of this, oh, I got things at the bottom. Look at this beautiful coffee mug. Isn't that gorgeous? I got it from Cité-des-Jeunes by an artist store. By an artist. The name of her store is Artfully Made for You. I'll put the link in the description. She's a Craft Shack community member, but look at the feathers. Aren't they gorgeous? They're blue and green, so of course I had to have it, but it's just oh so pretty. And in it, I have tea that I bought 2 weeks ago, which I fell in love with. It's a 4 o'clock tea. It's called Jasmine Pearls, and it's organic green tea, and it smells so good. And they're like, the leaves are rolled up in little balls like this. So I like that because it's no mess, you know. You just put that in a thing, you know, a thing that you dunk in the hot water. You know what I mean. Anyways, we're not here for tea. So I checked online, and the last time I vlogged was May 12th. I didn't realize it was so long. I did publish a couple of videos in between, but yeah, it's been way too long. I don't know why I let it go for so long in between vlogs. I have quite a few things to show you, of course. I had to go back and, you know, by the dates. I date everything that I do, thank goodness, because I'd be totally lost as to what I need to show you. But one thing I have to mention, if you want to keep informed as to everything that I do, because not everything makes its way onto video, obviously, because I also started doing some art before breakfast every day, except for the past 2 days because I've had to deal with some stuff. But I've been doing this for the past 2 weeks, and I post everything to Instagram. So Instagram is the platform where you won't miss a thing, so you can follow me there at Créations CeeCee. That's my name on Instagram. But I've been doing quite a few things. I'm gonna start with my small art journal. This is probably what started me on this watercolor kick that I've been into lately, but this is just a background that I have watercolored a few weeks before I started inking it. And I love the way the inking came out. This was done with the Pentel brush pen. And if I have shared this in my last vlog, I apologize. I don't think so, because this is dated, yeah, no, May 22nd, so I wouldn't have been able to share that. But, and only halfway through this did I know where it was going. But that's so much fun to do. And that's an easy project to do in the morning. So what I do is I get up in the morning, and then I have my 2 glasses of water. I walk into the studio and I art, and I love it. I don't know, there's something about arting before eating. Who would have thunk it? Especially from me. Okay, this is a double spread page that I could not show completely on Instagram. I had to take a couple of photos, unfortunately, but it looks good all in one shot. This is another watercolor background, and I think on this one, honestly, I was testing how I bought, like, I think it was like tubes of new watercolor paint, and I was just like swatching them, and all of a sudden I started seeing a tree. Again, this was not done the same day. The background was done previously, but I have some gold in there, and the gold is from the Gensai Tambi set by Koretake. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it's a tree that I doodled, and because I had the gold there, I included some lyrics from A Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. I thought it was befitting. But I love that piece. I'm actually quite proud of it. Oh, and you can see all the gold on the panel there where the lyrics are. And just some like white flowers at the bottom. Very simple, but this was totally enjoyable. So what I've discovered, hold on, I'm gonna lose my sandal. What I've discovered in the morning when I walk into the studio and I start arting like that, I don't turn the camera on. I find that when the camera's not on, I'm more free with my movements. It doesn't have to be, I don't want to say perfect, but it doesn't have to be something that it's just me, and if it looks like crap, it's okay because I still practice. So what I'm saying is the fact that it doesn't have to be on film allows me to be more free, and bottom line is I really do want to produce more art. That's what I want to do. And who knows, like from this piece, a video might come out later on. I'm using this experience to hone in on my skills because I'm not a professional watercolorist. I know I keep saying that, but it's true. I'm not a traditional watercolorist. I haven't learned it. I just try, and I try different techniques and different methods, but I really do like the medium and I want to do more with it. So until the time that, unless I'm really certain of a technique that I can show you, until that time, I think I need more practice to develop my skills. But all I'm saying is that you might see a lot more watercolor in the future. I still enjoy mixed media, but watercolor, like right now, is what attracts me the most, I want to say. Perfect example of something that I was going to put on video. I was trying to achieve something. I had a photo that I found on Pinterest of a volcano, and it had all that lava that was flowing, and you could see the cloud formation all over the place, and it had like this beautiful tree. I fell in love with the photo and I thought, okay, I can do this. It doesn't look bad, but it's not what I wanted. I had such a hard time doing the clouds, but you can see the lava flowing here. It's very opaque. It's not supposed to look that way. I kind of like the tree, and this was supposed to be like the sunrise, and of course this is the side of the volcano, and the volcano is so high up that it's in the clouds. And yeah, anyways, the colors are okay, but it was so difficult for me to do the clouds and to render the lava flowing over the volcano, and I was getting very aggravated. I had turned on the camera and I thought, no, this is going to be a practice piece. So this is why, like I'm saying, I have a lot to learn before I can actually show people how to watercolor. But I can still show you my experiments. I mean, it's still a piece that I'll treasure because it will remind me of the time where I didn't know what I was doing. But it was, I mean, after I decided to turn off the camera, then I had fun. Turns out that way. So anyways, that was it. I also tried for the first time to do in watercolor a glass, like, you know, glass and its reflection. I had it on my desk there. This is another piece that I did in the morning. I mean, it's you know, wonky at best, but it's an experiment. It was fun. If you look at it from afar, it's not so bad. But yeah, this is just practicing for me. Okay, this piece here is not watercolor. I don't know why I ended up cleaning my brush. It wasn't a brush. It was I was using like a card, you know, one of those gift card that you don't use anymore. But this is Pearlescence, the liquid acrylics by F&W, Dalerani. But I totally love this piece. So I had this junk page with all kinds of colors going in every direction, and I also had this washi tape on my desk from something else. Like I had put together a little envelope, and I had like closed it with that. And then all of a sudden a cityscape was born. Surprise, surprise! But I love how it turned out. I like the tree. This got quite a bit of attention from people that I don't know on Instagram, so that was fun. And I like the circle because I made sure that inside the circle, whatever was in there was like a lighter value sort of. And the reflection is not a true representation of what's going on up here. If you're trying to look for the reflection of the building, they're totally different. And I remember calling it reflection doesn't always reflect reality or something like that. I can't remember. See, that was last week. Give me a break. So that was in my watercolor journal. Like I said, I don't know why the acrylic found its way in my watercolor journal, but it did. I have a note here, and I don't know what it means anymore, which is really strange. It says, against all odds, a very poor rendition. Oh, that's for the volcano piece. Okay, then I made this, which I'm very happy about. At first I didn't like it because I was overworking the water. This is watercolor again. This is my Strathmore journal. The other one, the small journal I just showed you, is Moleskine watercolor. This one is Strathmore. And like I said, I was overworking the colors, but still in the end, I don't know, I like it. I decided to doodle over the colors, and I really like the way it turned out. As you know, I have a new printer. It's right here. Thanks to my patrons. I got the Canon Pixma Pro 100, and it prints borderless, and so I was able to print the artwork. No borders. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? I printed it on glossy papers. I send this to my top tiered patrons because they get a second piece of artwork, like an 8x10 print of a second artwork. So that was the second reward for them, and I love how it turned out. Something else I did in watercolor is this. This was my last video, and I'm using a different paper. This is hot press, by the way. This was my prototype. See, this I did in the morning as like my art before breakfast, and then I knew I wanted to make a video with this, so then it got me to here, and on this I also added some gold. But this is done on this paper, which I'm favoring these days. I know I usually use cold press. I like cold press. I like the texture. But this is hot press, and it's Moulin du Roi. It was on sale at my local art supply store. And I usually, if I use hot press, the only one I have right now is Arches. But this is Moulin du Roi, and it's a lot smoother. It's 140 pound weight. 300 GSM, but it is so smooth. I can hardly feel the fibers, whereas on the Arches I can. But yeah, I was very happy with the result. That was fun to do as well. I don't know why I have this on my desk to show you. Must be something I made. Oh yeah. What's the date on this? I have no idea what the date is. I don't think, yeah, that's not a video. I made this, and I like this. This was a crap. Like, this was paper that had originally, like, I think I can see purple in the background. I was swatching new colors, and then I added more color on top to cover what was underneath, and then I started dribbling, and then all of a sudden I had India ink, and I wanted to drop a little bit, and then I had these huge drops all of a sudden, and I'm like, oh, that piece goes in the garbage. But I left it on my desk, and then one morning, one breakfast, or one art before breakfast session, and this flower was born, and I really like the flower. See, it's amazing when you don't have the pressure to create a video, what comes up. And then this piece probably will be an inspiration for a future video. Who knows? So that's what I wanted to show you. I also art journaled, and some of them, but I still want to show them to you. I'm hot. It's really hot in here because I've got like all the lights turned on. I was playing with silks, and I was playing next to a page that already existed, but that I have never showed you. Because that page was done during the 15 minutes Nanojomo, and I always hated it. And anyways, so I think that was bothering me. I had set up my camera, I wanted to film, and it didn't amount to anything. But so here's the cityscape that I created. This is Patty Tolly Parish stencils, and I also had what I had watercolor rejects. Oh, let me start all over again. I swatch a lot of my colors before I actually do watercoloring, and this was one page that I was just like using to clean my brushes more or less. And then I started doodling around it with the Pentel brush pen, but it didn't amount to anything. So it's like, well, maybe I can keep it for scraps. And so the sun, or whatever those circles are, that's what it is. But yeah, I didn't like the colors all that much. So this, by the way, this is Silver Glitter Paste by Viva the Core through Patty Tolly Parish's stencil. I mean, the page is not so bad. On camera, it shows really weird. But that's the other page next to it. Don't laugh. So I had this, I don't know what you can call her, fairy, whatever. She had, the wings were made of these skeleton leaves. So there were 2 up top and 2 at the bottom. I didn't like the way it looked. And these are pieces of that same paper. And I started turning her into, my eyes are getting tired. I started turning her into this funky flower fairy whatever thingy. But now I like it. But the face was already there. I mean, it's just so funny. But it's highly reflective because, oh, you know what? These were they the pearlescent? Yeah, I think these are liquid acrylics. That like grunge paper that I made. Yeah, these are pearlescent. Anyways, it was fun. And then I made another page that didn't quite make it to film either, but here's another cityscape that I made. Again, these are also pieces left over from that big sheet that I had. And these as well. No, these I had. These are also watercolor paper that I had cut up and kept in my stash, and I just used the brush pen to go around them. It's fun. It's another page. So that's pretty much it for the artwork that didn't make it to film that I wanted to show you. I made okay, so I made something. I made a gift for Gigi. It's right there, but I can't show it to you because she's watching my vlog and I don't want her to see it before Sunday. Why Sunday? Because Gigi and I are having another play date on Sunday. She's coming over on Sunday for a play date, and we're gonna have tons of fun. We already have a project in mind we want to do. She's gonna teach me a technique, so I'm so excited. It's gonna be fun, and she doesn't know it yet, but I have a game planned, and you don't want to miss this. This is gonna be hilarious. And you know Gigi, when Gigi and I get together, she's funny. I laugh a lot. I have a feeling I'm gonna pee my pants on Sunday. I kid you not. So yeah, please stay tuned for the video. Of course, we're going to tape it. We're going to film it. And as soon as I can get the video edited, it'll be available. Gigi's canvas was done for one of the Patreon videos for the month of May, the video rewards. But the first piece that I made, well, I only have prints right now because the original has been sent. But this is what I made. But I was smart enough to record it before I actually shipped the envelopes, because the original artwork is always given to one of my patrons. I do a draw and then I ship it to the person. So this is the May Patreon artwork that I did, and this is going to be mailed out to one winner, and I really love the way it turned out. In this, I've used my own paper or text paper that I have created for my patrons. They can use it in whatever they want. This is also the same thing. I just had it reduced in different sizes. This is washi tape. whole bunch of things are happening. This is using a magenta stencil. This is, of course, Patty Holly Parrish's wonderful stencils. This too. And this is my own stencil. This is my tree stencil. So, and of course this is graphite texture paste. I really love the way this turned out. And I was printing prints of this on my new printer. That was also a gift from my patrons. And I ended up with rejects. It was tough for me to find the right setting, and I ended up switching programs. And it worked out beautifully, but until I did that, I actually wasted about 20 sheets of glossy paper. But I was left with a whole bunch of rejects because the colors were wrong, and I decided to art over that. And so I came out with these. Hold on for a second. And these are also, because every month when I send my Patreon prints, I also include a little note, a little either handmade note or an extra print, and I will write a personalized message on the back. But what I did is I used the 8.5 by 11 that I printed with the wrong colors, and then I added some paint through stencils and some splashes with iridescent liquid acrylics, not iridescent, pearlescent. But look how gorgeous they came out. I just love them so much. This is PBO paint, the blue-red duo Dyna paint. Just so much fun to do. Who would have thunk it, you know? Like, these are rejects. But of course I didn't want to throw them away, because you're talking about 20 sheets, you know? Like, that's, yeah. It wouldn't have been good. I wouldn't have felt right to throw them out, but look how gorgeous this is. And of course, these are all Patty Holly Parrish's stencils. They're wonderful. I love her geometric shapes, of course. There's no secret. I've always said that. But anyways, I have a whole bunch. They're all like different because, of course, I didn't do the same on every sheet. I had laid all of the sheets down and ended up, you know, they ended up all different, of course, because I was just like adding color randomly and stencils. So just to prove you that you can reuse your old prints or anything that goes wrong, you can always upcycle. I'm going to put together a video soon about cheap watercolor alternatives, because I've been buying a few things because I like to experiment and then report back to you. So lately I've been buying things as I see them go on special or something like that, and lately I have been going to Staples, you know, just walking down the hobbies aisle. My Staples very small here, but I found these Mr. Sketch, the scented ones, the ice cream edition was on special. I could not resist, because seriously, how cute is this? And the flavors are bubblegum chocolate, mint chocolate chip, lemon ice, strawberry, and stinky cheese. I swatched them already. Trust me, the stinky cheese smells like stinky cheese. But these are water soluble, and I was very surprised. So I'm going to show you how I put together my swatch, the swatches for all of the watercolor medium that I have, and then I'm going to get to play with these. But the one thing I found though at Staples that I wanted to share with you, because I was very surprised. I own a few Sarasa pens by Zebra, but these are, and this was on special as well. I think I got this for like 10 bucks here, which is amazing price. It's the 0.8 millimeter, but these, I mean, these are all the colors. It's a felt tip porous pen, they call it, but it's quick drying, water resistant ink, acid-free, archival quality. So I was very curious, and I brought them home and I swatched them, and yes, they're water resistant. So I'm going to include that as in kind of like a future video show you how they work. And so the whole purpose of the videos is to show you how I do my swatches. I have to redo this one, but just to give you an idea, this is what I do when I get new watercolors. I swatch them. I also mix them to see how well they mix together. And I've been watching a lot of watercolor videos as well. There's two guys that I really admire. Of course, I forgot their name. One of them, okay, hold on. Let me just really quickly look that up. So one of them, I will put all the description below, but this guy's name, I think he's from Singapore. His name is Teo Yi Chi. I'm probably butchering his name. And of course the other one, I think everybody knows. The watercolor, oh crap. Hold on. Watercolor Misfit. That's his name. So I've been watching a lot of their videos. They have incredible information on watercolor. And so that's how I learn, you know, like I practice, but I also watch other people's videos because, you know, of course, they're there for you to learn. And I have bought a few watercolors by, like in tubes. I started buying tubes by Senedier and some Daniel Smith. And I've outgrown my small palette that I had bought, so now I've graduated to a bigger one. But in looking at my palette and in listening to these two men talking about watercolor and how they can mix their own colors, because I'm very interested in that, I realized that you don't really need to buy any green. So I'm a little upset that I spent money on green colors. So I might change, like I might remove these two greens out of this palette and include the colors that I really need. I mean, it's not going to go to waste. I'm going to use them, but according to the Watercolor Misfit, you can pretty much get all kinds of colors with just 8 or 9 colors. Had I known that before. But anyways, so I'm going to talk about that in future videos. I also have acquired this little set, Copman by Winsor & Newton. And by the way, this is not considered artist grade, but it's pretty cool. I like the way they look anyway, but I'm no expert, so, you know. All right, so it's time to open the Happy Mail. I feel like this vlog is rambling and I do apologize. I got this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous postcard from, where's her name? Jill. She lives in Vancouver, but she was in China recently. Look at this. It's a watercolor of Nanjing. I'm not pronouncing this correctly as well. But she says it's a city with lots of elegance and beauty. I love this postcard. It's so pretty. And it's like, it remained pristine. It wasn't mangled in the post office. So I'm very grateful for that. Very nice. So thank you so much, Jill. I got your postcards and it's going to go on my bulletin board. I truly appreciate that. She says she found me on YouTube, I guess recently. She says, I am new to mixed media / art journaling, etc. But I'm absolutely loving it. I went back home. Oh, okay. So she's originally from China this spring. The image is Nanjing, an old city with lots of elegance and beauty. So thank you, Jill. All right. Then I got these two packages from my good friend Lucy out in the UK. I was expecting only this one because I have bought something that she made. She made a pillowcase, a cushion case. Yeah, a pillowcase. So I was expecting this package, but I was not expecting a second package. And I did ask her permission to open this online. But Lucy, just to let you know, the envelope is ripped a little bit. So I hope nothing went wrong or nothing is broken. By the way, Lucy, who is Lucy Oodledoo on YouTube, very talented young girl from the UK, she is coming to visit me this summer. She's staying with me for 2 weeks and it's going to be a blast. And I know that there's going to be a few art sessions that are going to be filmed. I made her promise that she would allow me to film her. So I'm very excited about that. I'm so afraid to cut what's in there. Okay, let me pull this out. She of course wrapped it beautifully with, aw, thank you. With a nice piece of lace. Oh, that is so sweet. Dear CeeCee, thank you so much for purchasing this Cityscape cushion. I really hope you like it. Lots of love, Lucy. I know I'm gonna like it. Ah! Okay. I don't want to cut the lace, so I'm just gonna undo the bow. By the way, please, if you are thinking of buying gifts and stuff like that, please encourage your local artist or someone that you know. Oh, it's a piece of pattern. Had I known, I would have not cut all the way through. I'm going to reuse this. Look, oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this. She's sewn this herself, of course. Isn't that gorgeous and colorful? Oh, Lucy, it's even more beautiful in person. It is so pretty. This is so me. This is like colorful, bright, bold, and look how well it is finished in the back with buttons. I think she has 1 or 2 more up for sale actually. So, and that's in her Etsy shop. So I will try and I will find the link and link it below. It is so beautiful, Lucy. It's gorgeous. I can't wait to. I'm gonna stuff a cushion in there. Oh, thank you. I'm trying not to be emotional. I'm very happy to have a piece of this artwork, this beautiful artwork in my house. I'm trying to buy a little bit from the people that I know. I have, this is from Heather. Oops, Heather at the Craft Shack. I have something else. Well, I have the beautiful stuff that Lucy had made me and sent me last year. I have her, dream catcher, but this is something that she sent to me for free. But this I bought. I also have a mug from the Craft Shack. This is from Sandra. But I was not expecting something else, Lucy. I think I know what this is. Is that one of your wood pieces? Oh my God. Life is a beautiful ride. Dear CeeCee, here is just a little present to show you how much I value our friendship. You have been an amazing friend and I really do appreciate all the support and encouragement you've given me. I have an amazing role model to look up to and aspire to be. I cannot wait to come visit in August. It's going to be amazing to finally meet you. See you soon. Lots of love, Lucy. Lucy. And she wrapped it in fabric. She knows my taste. She knows I like bright, bold colors. I'm holding it in, guys. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna glue this back. One of the bark, I guess, came undone. That's normal during transport, I guess. It's a Cityscape. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at this. Okay, you know the piece is here and I'm gonna glue it back. Oh, look how gorgeous this is. So this is painted on wood. She made a cityscape. Oh, thank you, Lucy. It's beautiful. Oops, I'm stuck to the fabric. No! The piece of wood is... Oh, this is so gorgeous. Wait, this is like tissue paper, isn't it? Yeah, this is tissue paper. She painted over tissue paper. Isn't that just pretty? Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, this is awesome. Another thing to display. I love, love, love it. Thank you. All right, well, I can't top that, so I'm gonna end here. I have a piece of washi tape stuck to me. Thank you very much for listening, and my other light just decided to shut down, so my face is gonna be half dark. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below, and I will see you later. Bye!